Hi guys, it's Arielle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today, Jean and I are braving the crowds for the Black Friday sales at the Paris Costco. It's not Black Friday, it's the Saturday after, but the deals are ongoing until the 1st. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because this is the busiest I've ever seen this Costco. It was really hard for us to even find a parking spot. So I'm curious as to what awaits us on the inside. Let's go. It looks like someone bought the $300,000 diamond necklace, but I'm hoping maybe that'll give you some inspiration, huh? Maybe not for $22,000, but I think I'd look good with an engagement ring. We were actually just talking about this today about getting a piano for the apartment, like an electronic one that connects to headphones. That way you can play without bothering the whole building.
The price for the piano is 170 euros.
Maybe we should get it.
What did we say this morning? Not more than 200 in Costco.
Okay, so they're trying to sell this as a raclette machine, which technically, okay, it is, but this is very controversial between foreigners and French people, is that a raclette is without vegetables. It is cheese and potato, but always when you're like with foreigners who are at a raclette, they always try and grill vegetables on top. So immediately I was like, no way is this a raclette machine targeted towards French people. Nobody is grilling veggies for a raclette. And honestly, the box is in English. So here you have Gourmet Bistro Collection, and over here you have Appareil à raclette. Please, this is fake news. And this is way too expensive for a raclette machine as well. I feel like they sell them in Darty for like 30 euros. Not a good deal. Not a good deal, this one.
Or do you want a cheminée to put behind the couch? No? Maybe it's too much.
This is so cool. You have an indoor fireplace for 700 euros and it's hot? That's awesome. Definitely not in the budget though. This is so cool. This is the first time, I mean, aside from the mugs, which we saw at the front. But this is the first time we've come to Costco and I've seen the brand Le Creuset being sold here. I don't know what the market value of this pan is, but I feel like 99 euros isn't too bad. It's heavy. The last cast iron that we got here is from the brand, was from the brand called Stobe, and that was 125 euros. So actually maybe 100 is a good deal. Here we go. This is the stove that we got maybe a year ago, and we paid 125. So given that it's 160 at the moment, we got a deal.
It was the first time we went here, and it was the first thing that we buy at the entrance. It's a little souvenir.
Okay, this is intriguing me. I've never seen this at Costco before. It's 50 euros, and it's this extendable pull-out shelving. And the problem at the moment is that all of our shelves in the kitchen, like our cupboards, are completely disorganized because they're so low to the floor. It's annoying to like bend down and reorganize. So I actually would really like to get this. It is a little pricey. I feel like we could maybe find it cheaper in another home store, but I really like the idea. I'm tempted and I'm gonna think about it as we go through Costco. We also don't know the measurements of our cupboard, but this is very cool. Actually, we realized that it is adjustable, so it'll fit in our cabinet no matter what. We put it in the cart, we're gonna think about it, but something else that we wanna grab is duct tape. This was on my grocery list for Costco because I knew the price was great, 15 euros for 2 giant rolls. And normally in the grocery store, the mini, like normal sized rolls are 8 euros. So this is a steal. It's always fun to go down the alcohol aisle in Costco because you find so many different brands. It's like actually such a huge selection and the prices are always really good. The only thing we really need though from this section is vodka for our homemade vanillas. We ran out, but I was also considering doing some vanillas with like a spiced rum. So I'm gonna mull it over. Honestly, I'm hesitating getting this giant bottle because we really do, with all the vanillas we're making, we really do go through it. But I don't think I want to spend 90 euros on vodka. Last time we got Absolute Vodka, like the brand Absolute Vodka, but I didn't know that Kirkland had a brand of vodka, so that's not a bad price. 35 euros. Almost 2 liters? Oh, I think that's too much. I also think that for the vanilla, it's probably better to use a higher quality vodka. All right, I've decided we're gonna go with bourbon. Apparently it makes a smoother vanilla, so I'm excited to try. I was reading a couple blogs that said this one is a good option, Buffalo Trace, and it's 23 euros, which seems like a good price to me. And while we were here, we found this Canadian whiskey with maple syrup for 30 euros. That's so fun. We normally also pick up Canadian, like Molson Canadian beers when we come to Costco, but we can't find any. And we were considering getting Coors, but a 24 pack is $27.50, which is very expensive when all the other beers are like between 15 and 25 euros. All right, I'm moving on to the wine, pastry, produce section without Jean because we actually rented an electric car to come here. It was the only car we could rent. And when we went down to park, like in the underground parking, there were no parking spots available with the car chargers. So he went back down to check to see if a spot has become free. But yeah, we're gonna carry on a little bit without him. Okay, Jean made it. Did you find a parking spot?
Yes, we are charging the car.
Perfect. And also, apparently it's free to charge your electric car at Costco.
Yes, right.
Very nice. I would say you missed nothing of note except for the fact that there was pecan pie and turkeys.
Oh.
Never before seen in France or Costco here, but I'm assuming because it's the Thanksgiving weekend. I think for Americans, it's Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday.
You know that because of the basketball game?
Yes.
Voila. Those two things were interesting, but other than that, we're going to move on maybe to the Christmas stuff, maybe to the toilet paper. Aligot is my favorite thing to eat in the winter. It's a mix of cheese and potatoes. It's so creamy, it's so cheesy, and normally it's between, I would say, 8 and 10 euros per portion, like per container, and this is 3 of them for 16.50. So we're saying yes to the Aligot. For once, we don't actually need toilet paper, but given that it's getting chilly and it's the winter season, I think we probably should pick up some Kleenex, which is a 48 pack. Oh my gosh. It's 17 cents.
For one.
It's so tempting to go down the middle aisle, which is all the Christmas and Black Friday stuff, but I'm really hoping that over the next hour, the store will start to clear out. I was banking on the fact that French people would leave Costco at around 7:30 for dinner. So yeah, we'll save the best for last. But I thought it'd be interesting to point out some of the Christmas-themed pre-made meals, like the winter meals, similar to my Aligo. You have gratin de pommes de terre, which is so good. It's like a baked potato cheese dish, right? Gratin. And you have 12 of them for $8.49, which isn't a bad deal. Next, I want to head over to the chip aisle. Hopefully we can find ketchup chips. And we have to pick up maple syrup, dates, and peanut butter, and coffee. And then we'll go to the Black Friday and Christmas aisle. So we didn't find ketchup chips, but we did find every single Christmas basket under the sun. You have chocolates all over the place, tons of really cute baskets. And also, right behind Jean, I'll show you guys in a sec, but there's all sorts of wine boxes and Prosecco boxes with chocolates. So very cool if you're looking for a last minute gift. Here, for example, you have Prosecco and Belgian chocolates for 15 euros. Tons of poinsettia plants, which I don't think is a very cultural flower to give during the holidays. Unlike Canada, it's pretty common to give poinsettias as a gift to the hostess. But yeah, you have these huge plants for 15 euros. A meter of cookies, if you need, for 13 euros. 2 boxes of French truffles for $11.50, which is a good price. But I honestly don't think this product is for French people or will be bought by French people, because during the holidays you do give chocolate, but most people buy quality, fresh made chocolate from a chocolatier. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a reason this is written in English and not French. And of course, a Christmas classic, Ferrero Rocher for 12 euros. So yeah, I think if you're looking for last minute hostess gifts, then Costco isn't a bad option. Our first fake Christmas tree sighting, which is not a good deal. This tree is 600 euros, and it does not look like it's worth 600 euros. It does have lights on it, but you can see here that the branches are not the same. Like, some of them are this weird silicone, some of them are the plastic tassels. Disappointing.
So, I think it's cute, but 250 euros for 4 little guys, I think it's a lot expensive, a bit expensive. No?
So I thought it was all of this for $250, and I was like, that's not a bad deal, but actually it's only these 4 for 250 euros, which seems insane to me. Not in this economy. I was about to give up on the women's clothing section. It's usually really bad in Costco in Paris, but I do kind of like these Columbia fleece sweaters. They don't feel like super great quality, but they at least look similar to Patagonia, I would say. These ones are 32 euros and 99 cents, and then this, I was tempted. I am tempted. I really like the color. It's a nice green pullover, but honestly I have a million sweaters and it's 100% polyester, so I'm gonna pass, but at least for once there's something cute in the women's clothing section. All right, we're wrapping things up with the last few treat aisles, and look what I found. My favorite cookies in the whole world, maple syrup cookies made in Canada. I don't know this brand. I've never seen it. They look like the cookies that you'd find at the gift shop at the CN Tower, but at least they do say made in Canada. And for 2 boxes, it'll set you back €9, which is not a good price, but I guess it's the fact that they're exclusive. They're very hard, if not impossible to find. I'm so tempted, but for €9, I don't think I can justify this purchase. We're walking down the last aisle, and honestly, our cart is looking pretty healthy, and we've managed to not be tempted by any of these treats, especially Jean, who normally wants to buy all the candy that we see down the last 2 aisles. Okay, we just got home. Jean has to go return the car. The poor boy, it's like 1 degree outside. But we didn't end up eating at Costco. Normally we grab a slice of pizza and a hot dog. But honestly, every time we do that, we both feel terrible after. The pizza especially is just so much cheese and it's so greasy. So yeah, we're gonna eat at home tonight. And as for our Costco trip, I am a little bit disappointed. I feel like Costco is not Costcoing at the moment in Paris. I felt like this for a while because we were actually recently looking for a vacuum and Costco had sent us their ad catalog and we saw the vacuum that we wanted, but it was actually more expensive than other, household goods stores in Paris. So it didn't make sense to rent a car and go buy it, like to literally pay more money. And even the Christmas stuff that they had was very overpriced. There wasn't a huge selection. I didn't really feel the holiday spirit, although they did have really good pre-made baskets and gifts and stuff, which doesn't necessarily interest me because I do like to give a good basket, but I like to fill it with handmade things like granola and handmade hot chocolate bombs, and yeah, I wouldn't typically buy that, but I do think they had a great selection. And I didn't see any Black Friday deals. I didn't see a single deal in the store outside of their normal stuff, so yeah, a bit of a disappointment. But it's always fun to go to Costco. Like, it's just fun to even look around and stuff, so I'm not complaining. Oh my God, so heavy. And since we got the little pull-out shelf slider, we're gonna get to installing that tonight, which is good. It'll save us from losing all of the lids to our Tupperware. But yeah, that's all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed coming to Costco with us. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.